Hi, this is Millan, and in today's video I want to talk to you about standards. We all have standards, they're not always serving us. And it is so important that you understand how key it is to your happiness and your well-being that you raise those standards. When we settle, when you live a life where you're settling, where your standards are low, you don't feel happy, you don't feel motivated, you have trouble getting up in the morning. I'm recording this video on a Monday, and I couldn't have been happier to get out of bed today, because I have stuff to look forward to, because I have higher standards. It took me some time though to understand how important it was for me to raise my standards. I was conforming in so many ways with life. And there are probably some aspects of your life where you are conforming, where your standards are just low. And you wonder why you cannot achieve more. You wonder why your life is static, why your life is not moving, why you're just standing there, watching the clock until it hits 6 p.m. or 5 p.m. or whatever the time is for you to go home, right? And then you cannot wait for the weekend and you're counting the days. Oh my God, what day is it? Is it Wednesday yet? Because after Wednesday, it's always, halfway through. That's no life. That's not the right way to live your life. You deserve so much more. You deserve to live every day with passion. You deserve to live every day excited for what's to come, excited for what it is. Raise your standards. Raise your standards. When I went to a Tony Robbins event for the first time, and I quote him a lot in my videos, and I like quoting him because I like quoting people in general. If I'm telling you something I learned from someone else, I'm not going to pretend that I made it up. And the same goes to you. If you're ever teaching something to people, make sure it's something where you are giving credit where it's due. And I don't want you to think that I came up with this stuff. Sure, you could go watch Tony Robbins' video, but I'm sure that you may have a better time relating to me. You can probably relate to me a lot easier than you can relate to Tony Robbins, because you look at him, you look at his life, you look at how he lives his life, and you're like, there's no way I can do that. But then you can look at me, You can start with someone like me. You can start with modeling me. What do I do that you could model easily? Well, I'm making videos. I'm putting myself out there. I'm raising my standards all the time. When I find myself going backwards, I'm like, wait, that's not up to my standards. When people interact with me in a way that is below my standards, I let them know. When I find myself in a situation that is below my standards, I'll let them know. When you raise your standards in life, you end up rising up to the occasion yourself. You end up rising yourself, who you are, what you're worth, what others will pay you for what you're worth. If your standards are low and then you're wondering why you're not getting paid more for what you do, for your job, for your business, for whatever it is that you do, I'm not surprised. You need to raise your standards in every way. The standard of the people that you interact with. Are you interacting with mediocre, average people? Or are you interacting with people who have higher standards, who expect more from life? And it's not just about expecting more from life, because sure, maybe you already expect more from life. That's not enough. You see, you need to take actions that will take you to those higher standards. So you need to also expect more from yourself. And not only expect, but demand more from yourself. And look at your peer group. Look at your peer group. Look at the people that you're spending your time with. Look at your colleagues, your work environment, your friends. Are they serving you? And this is not about being selfish. Not at all. Not at all. This is about quite the opposite. When you raise your standards in order to become a better, higher being, you're becoming somebody who will serve others at better and higher levels. We're not alone here. And when you become a better version of yourself, not only you do it for yourself, but when you do so, you end up making other people feel better. You end up helping hundreds, thousands of people. I mean, if you look at most successful people today, they've gotten there because they have helped others get what they wanted in life. So maybe you need a new peer group. Maybe you need new friends. Maybe you need a new partner. But you need to take that decision that you will not tolerate things anymore. That's what raising your standards is all about. You get what you tolerate. And that's another of my favorite Tony Robbins quotes. You get what you tolerate. And I'm going to quote someone else, another inspiring figure for me, who is Grant Cardone, an amazing sales trainer, motivational speaker. He wrote a book recently called Be Obsessed or Be Average. So I'm going to tell you now to be obsessed with higher standards for life. Demand more from life, give more from life. Look at yourself and and ask yourself, do I match my standards? I'm not even up to my own standards. You know what? My standards say that I'm going to feel better every day. I'm going to live life with passion. I'm going to surround myself with people who empower me and lift me up instead of those who try to pull me down to their level. My standards say that I will eat food that is good for me. My standards say that I will take care of the environment, that I will do something to make this world better. What do your standards say? Think about it. Write them down. Write down your new standards. Don't just think. Write things down. Have a journal every day, maybe. Write down your new goals. And I'm going to leave you. I'm going to end this video with something that often gets confused, and that's, goals and standards and vision, desires. You see, your goals are those daily things that you need to be doing in order to achieve a higher vision. So when you raise your standards, you set higher goals for a higher vision of yourself, of who you want to be, of the world that you want to live in. If you don't have any idea what that vision is, you won't know what your standards are, you won't know what your goals need to be every single day for you to get there. Okay? So the first thing you should be working on, my friend, is on your new vision. What's your new vision for life? What is that new vision? Where you see yourself? Where do you see yourself in a few years from now? And then start taking those necessary actions every day. But it all starts with raising those standards. Raise your standards. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.